Hello, we're right on schedule today.
Let's get through this one.
Yeah, see that game. Hi, Roland. I know you're scared, but you're going to be just fine, okay?
You can all go to hell.
It's natural.
I'm going to stick you with an injection. This will make you numb. Ready to cut the leg.
Right.
Thank you.
It's okay, Roland. You're just going to feel some pressure here.
Got some blood. Oh no.
We'll get that cleaned right up. No worries.
Everything is okay.
Disinfecting crew? Right.
I'll take the leg. There you go.
So I need to go straight to the cooler. Okay.
We have our first letter from an Unwind to their most loved person. Dear Pastor Dan, I am supposed to write a letter to someone I love most, and I first thought about my parents, but I really need answers from you. All throughout my childhood, you told me and my parents, my siblings, everyone, that being a kid is an honor. Now, you are telling me to run away from that. I met a couple Unwinds and another boy, that is part of the Unwind's brain, has part of an Unwind in his brain. And I think I'm beginning to understand that being a kid is not such a good thing after all. What I really don't understand, though, is if you believe this, then why did you support my parents in their decision? Why did you not help me sooner? I don't know what is going to happen to me, and I can't help but blame you. I want to keep my life, to keep myself whole. I think I found a way to do that, but 18 is so far away. I don't know if I will make it that long. If you received this letter, then my 18th birthday has passed, and I probably have I too. I must not understand God and his wishes as clearly as you led me to believe. Either that, or my thoughts are sins which I cannot believe because the Unwind children I am meeting, some of them, anyways, are really good people who deserve a chance as a whole human. I don't ever want to be put back on the path of being a kid, and I hope that you find another way to help the world than to guide parents into the choice that my parents chose for me. This isn't fair. None of this is fair. We were brought this way as a whole, and that is how I think we should leave. Do you? Sincerely, Lev.
All right, we're going for the second leg, guys. Okay, just hang in there, Roland. You're doing really great. Slight pressure. Can you get some more napkins in here?
Back up, Lev.
Good job, Roland.
Taking the leg.
Leg to disperse.
Clutching the blood to breathe.
Some happy person that we overuse this for. We're saving so many lives. Collecting blood.
Healthy blood here.
Yeah. Roland, you have a strong abdomen, good muscles here. To my baby sister, we have been wronged. I have been wronged in so many ways. But how could anyone ever justify what happened that night when our parents were gone? I was only 3 years old, and I never once did I have to think that we were going to be placed in danger. Our babysitter did a terrible thing to such an innocent little angel. How could I have lived on trusting the world after that? I was the most potential for an Unwind at this point that the business thrived for. The next few years of my life are going to be exhausting to no end, trying to stay out of sight of the authorities. Every move I have made sure is strategic. There is no way I could ever let myself give up so easily when this world hasn't given us a chance. I am fighting here. I am fighting with revenge that fuels my fire. I did this for you, Angel. Please do not take the things I have done as the Roland you used to know. This is not me. This is me fighting for survival. If somebody else is reading this note, please understand that our world has grown so reckless, Today's society takes body parts from people deemed to be unwind either from the government or by our parents' choice. And body parts are given from us to other unwinds. How can this happen? This cycle is in full gear and it hasn't been able to stop. Maybe the reason for all of the unwinds in our community is because of the system. How can it be so easy for a parent to give up their guardianship over the child that they brought into this world? I cannot fix anything that I've done in the past, but I can try to survive this battle. Angel, this is for you. Everything I do is for you. Please forgive me of my terrible mistakes I have made. Your loving brother, Roland.
All right. Excellent. Back to work.
And Roland, you're being very brave. Roland, can you blink if you can hear me?
Oh, slight pressure here.
Blood everywhere!
Help, help, help!
Save as much as you can. Go straight to the blood bank.
Too much blood.
We're falling behind schedule.
I want to get to that game.
I have dinner reservations.
We have another unwind at noon.
I feel like it's brain surgery, guys. Yeah. Where's our blood bank? Of course, our muscles are very delicate.
Some of that for me. All right, we have another letter from an unwind. My dear aunt, if you are reading this, then I have been unwound. This shouldn't come as a shock to you, seeing as how you signed the unwind papers. But what you may not know is that I was AWOL when I heard of the horror that was to become my future. You see, I would much rather die than be unwound, because at least then you get to go to heaven. But before you stop reading, I want you to know that this is not purely a vindictive letter. I've been trying to understand why you made the choice to send your children to college rather than to keep me as a living and breathing whole. I have heard of the concept that blood is thicker than water, but I am your blood, but not anymore. Now I am the blood of countless others who have consumed my harvested remains. Even now, as I envision my holistic self, I am waiting in the depths of despair. I do realize that I will continue to live on, but I won't be the same me that I've always been. I really don't think the idea of unwinding is bad. I just don't want it to happen to me. After all, I only made it so far because I've received an asthmatic but functional lung from a harvested team. Harvesting saves lives, but what's the point if I have to unwillingly save a life by ending my own? As I try to keep an open mind about the reasoning behind the fateful choice you made for me, I can only hope that you will strive to see the situation from my side of the table as well. Hope my cousins are living the dream, MB.
All right, prepare to begin again. Going for an arm.
Okay, Roland, we're going for your arm. You might feel a little tugging.
Roland, wait if you can hear me. Keep it going. Can you scalpel, please?
Thank you. Taking the arm.
Hello, Mother and Father. I am sending you this letter in case I never have a chance to see you again. I want to apologize for the problems I have caused you. I cannot explain my actions. I do not understand why I love precious metal and gems so much. Anything shiny seems wonderful, and I get an undying urge to take it. Before I realize what has happened, I have a shiny new addition to my pocket. I know that I need help. This brings me to my next point. I am unable to find the words to describe how I feel about your decision in response to discovering my little problem. I would have done anything to work out the problem. I could have received counseling and started a remediation program. Almost any other decision would have been better than having me unwound. You have chosen to destroy your own flesh and blood rather than face the humiliation of having a kleptomaniac for a son. I have managed to escape for the meantime. I hope this letter never has to be sent. I sincerely believe that my greatest retaliation will be to show up on your doorstep to face you and prove to you that you made the wrong decision, the wrong choice. your son with a torn heart, Tyler.
All right, going for another arm. All right, rolling, hang tight there. Nice muscles you have there. I like this tattoo you've got. Very distinctive. Very hard to cut through.
Sometimes you have to take it with your hands.
I guess so.
All right, I have another letter. There's the arm.
Mr. Durkin, they told us to write these to our parents, but being a ward of the state since I was born, I suppose I don't have any. Really, you are the closest thing I had to a parent, a dad.